Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion Quest Mods Part 5. So, let's get this show on the road. Going on this boat here to an island in the middle of the sea. From the distance, I first mistook you for Turmeric. Glad I was wrong. You can really scare a poor man out of his wits. Don't be mad, but you should really explain your presence. The Golden Saint already raised an eyebrow as she spotted you. That's never a good sign. Except if you like gore and slaughter happening to you or those around you. You aren't one of those, are you? What? Alright, the Saint stays still. That's a good sign. It's always glad to see them not attacking anyone on sight. My family lived in Morrowind, and let's just say we had troubles with them. Bad troubles. Like once, one of them killed a messenger, put him into a small box, then put the box in front of a city to be sent by another messenger. That was scary. And now I even succeeded in locking myself out with one. Things don't develop as planned. Locked yourself out. See those big gates? They require a certain source of power, a crystal which used to be buried deep inside the ruin. Well, I had a clerk who arrived here before me. He let the others of our new organization in, then managed to find the crystal and was eaten by a Scalon. It's horribly what happened to him, but well, he shouldn't have ventured outside, and calling our guards names wasn't really the brightest thing you can do. What kind of place is this? It's Zendria, of course. That doesn't say anything to you, does it? Well, I would give you a tour if the gates weren't locked, you know. It's the place for the disciples of the moment. Wait, that doesn't ring any bells either? Oh well, I've persuaded some of the best and often even somewhat talented artists of the Isles to come here. It's the perfect place to create paintings and other works of art, if the door opens, that is. Currently, there's not much happening. Would you want to go on a little Scalon hunt? There's a crystal to retrieve. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Splendid, Cupcake. According to the Golden Saint, Zendria used to be an old Scalon hunting ground after its abandonment. Considering that the crystal is too big to go through a Scalon's intestines, it should still be around here. Likely even a bit more passive than usual. Keep your eyes open, and good hunting. Golden Saint, you're looking for something. I don't have it. Rumors. I am not here to spread any rumors. Scalon hunt. Scalons can breathe underwater. They like to swim from time to time. I hate swimming. It stirs up bad memories of the true waters of Oblivion. It didn't bother me enough to warrant me to search for it. I ain't checking all this water. How's the hunt for the crystal going? Rumors. Hardest part of setting up any kind of guild in this realm? Find a place. Seriously, it's a nightmare to behold. Scalon hunt. I'm no hunter. I can run away screaming if necessary, but that wouldn't help our cause. I fear someone other needs to hunt the Scalon. Someone like you. So, little case of devs thought of everything. So let's see what happens if we jump over the wall. Gonna fall over soon. Can I just turn it off? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, if you turn it off, you don't get the muscle soreness. and fall over and have to wait for your stamina to regenerate. Bars are unable to save you from darkness, but they can prevent you from escaping. You may fly over them, but this one can't. So yeah, they have a quest stage and dialogue for if you jump over the gate. What are you doing here? The gates aren't working. Don't expect me to jump over the walls just because you can. So yeah, this is the mania or dementia quarters, where all the dark and broody artists hang out. So this is something I'll have to use later on, pretty early on. There we go. Let me check. No, it doesn't look like it's... Oh, it is still that feather fall. Need my feather fall so I don't die when jumping off things. Dark Seducer, I am not involved in your task. Rumors. I am sorry, but it's not our part to spread gossip. Scalon hunt. Scalons can become invisible. They're like chameleons hunting for mortals. What a bother. I strike them down when they're visible. Until then, I wait. No need to run around looking for something you cannot see either way. So, Dark Seducer told me the Scalons can become invisible. Have to open the doors. I've got over the walls, but an artist told me that they need to have the doors opened either way. Jumping over the walls is no option for them. Some like to swim due to bad memories. So, if it's invisible, you can go ahead and... There we go. Life detection. Oh, there's something. Ah, never mind. It's just some wet red kelp. Yeah, if you just kill it, its name stays red kelp, but if you do this, it changes. Lumbering Scalon. Gate crystal. So if you don't see it, you can hear it from like, probably around here. Just its breathing. I found the crystal. Very good. Let me take it from you. The doors are already responding to its presence. Should only take a minute or two until they work again. Please do me a favor and look around in Zindria. There should be 4 artists left. I mean, there should be 4 people. Just make sure they're alright and know another Scalon in there. Please? Never. We'll go back here first. Yes. How are you? We're freed and still trapped here, as we would be trapped everywhere else. What a feat. Rumors. It's not easy finding a place to live in this realm. I've heard the Dark Seducer, managing the construction and renting of houses, has disappeared. None filled up her position. So that comes up in a quest later on, just who that Dark Seducer is.
Blessings of the net.
How are you? I must confess, seeing that clerk getting gulped down by a Scalon was one of the most impressive sights I saw. If only it would have been a bit more bloody. Rumors. I don't see many sentient Daedra in the realm besides the obvious Dark Seducers and Golden Saints. Kind of sad. They usually create some very nice sceneries if let loose.
Take care.
So here's the Mania Artists Quarters. Needs a key.
Your lips to his ears.
Yantism Zenabi. How are you? We're back in business, so to speak. Best news around here in a very, very long time. Thank you for letting me know. Rumors. Despite their name, Dark Seducers are oddly hesitant to help me with my motives. And let's not talk about Golden Saints. What a loss. What motives are those? There we go.
Yes?
Bernard Lelepi. How are you? So I take it that the gates are open again. Great news. Supplies were already running low. Let's just say I feel a lot better now. Rumors. While looking like being part of the Shivering Isles, the 19 Voids are a dislocated pleasure pocket of sanguine. Be careful. Most that enter do not come back.
Goodbye.
I must have it. Where'd he go? Where is Longius Curio? He just couldn't stop himself from wandering around. Look around Zendria. He should be there somewhere. So yeah, there's a quest update for that too.
Speak.
Everyone is alright. Great to know. Many thanks. I've already began looking around for myself. It's a good thing to finally have everything getting started here. Took long enough already. While you're still here, let me ask you a question. What question? Well, I don't think you've got the time or patience to paint. Don't tell me what I can do. No offense, but you're more the adventurer type. Artists often have some need for help. Everyone here would be very glad if you could help us from time to time. Sure, what's in it for me? You could help create some masterpieces, I'm sure of it. And if that's not enough, we don't have much need for some of the baubles and trinkets customers pay us with. You won't starve to death, sweetie. Of course, why not? Great. Alright then. I name you associate of, affiliate of, friend of? No, that doesn't fit at all. How about aid of the disciples of the moment? Now that sounds nice, Cupcake. So the Cupcake thing is, he's either related to or he is one of the characters from Morrowind that would always say Cupcake at the end. Or call the character Cupcake, the main character.
Yes.
The player. Disciples of the moment. Yes, I know. It's missing a bit of a punch. Better than official painters and artist organization of the Shivering Isles, don't you think? At least you can shorten disciples of the moment to dotem. Far better than Batsy. That sounds like an illness. How can I help? Oh, just ask around, Cupcake. I'm sure someone has something to do. I'd be surprised if not. A word of warning, our mania and dementia artists don't really get along. Nothing too serious, just wanted to let you know. Zendria. It was one of several possible locations for our artists. The others don't have usable ruins left, or were too dangerous. It's a bit far off from society, so at least the artists aren't disturbed so often. I'm quite happy to have acquired Zendria. It's a bit run down, shoddy, but more than good enough. There's nothing more inspiring than seeing the sun rising through an ocean of stars reflected in the sea. So yeah, surrounded. So whoever you talk to first, they're the ones you have to help out for like 2 or 3 quests, maybe more. And so if you talk to someone in dementia first and ask them how you can help, you're stuck with dementia for 3 quests, and then you do the 3 quests for the other side after. So before I was testing, I talked to the mania people, but see how this goes. Manasai. Disciples of the moment. You blink and a year has passed. Blink even more and you're dead. Refuge in each moment is the only escape possible for mortals. I understand, even if no one else does. Zendria. A terrible place. So much light, stinging in your eyes, colors that don't match anywhere. On too many days the sun gets through fogs and clouds, and don't let me get started on those self-proclaimed artists from Mania. Here we go. How can I help? You want to help? Make the sheep go away. Sheep. Yes, sheep. Our quarters are full of them. Well, no real sheep. Some illusion that Yantism created to annoy us. Says we need more sleep. As if she's asleep in her bed, depraved Dunmer. Tholaron already had fun punching them with weapons. Didn't disturb the illusions. What a bother. Take a couple of dispel scrolls and get rid of them all. Sheep illusions. Just make them go away. That can't be too hard. They're sheep illusions for Arden Soul's sake.
Blessings.
How can I help? Your best bet is to ask our dementia citizen, sweetie. I felt a vibe that our mania members aren't too fond of your decision. Sheep illusions. I wish I had something to count at night. Only the wind and stars to comfort me.
Your next.
How can I help? Forget it. Our definitions of enjoyment and art are just too different to ever get on the same vibe. How can I help? Go and mope in the dark with your disgusting friends. Sheep illusions. Teehee.
Blessings.
Zendria. I'm very lonely around here. The demented, they're no fun. Bernard? Nah, he's like a house-trained puppy. Longius tries to hold up some professional distance. What a bother and a waste. Disciples of the moment. I'd hoped the guild would be more about celebrating each moment, not merely trying to capture moments on carpets. So yeah. Anything to say? Sheep illusions. Whatever any mortal requires of us, we will not fight sheep. That is below even our standard. And mind you, we masks can defend mortals from grave perils like ballywogs. Disciples of the moment. The name of the guild we are here to protect. as if mortals could appreciate the magic of each single moment. Zendria. Zendria used to be one of the few deserted ruins in the Shivering Isles. During a past cataclysm, the hills it stands on sank, and so the living quarters became partly submerged, which seems to be too uncomfortable for most Mania residents. Only a few Scalons lurk around here from time to time, a quiet place in the ever-buzzing Mania. Bearable. There he is.
Speak, magic.
Disciples of the moment. Believe it or not, you can't make a living by art alone. Not if you want to have a place to sleep and more than dead bollywogs to eat. That's why I'm not sad about coming here. Life could be worse. How can I help? No help needed here, not from the ilks of you. How can I help? I'd rather walk and stay on the bright side of life. Better said, on the side of life in general. How can I help? Though I walk through a ruin full of demented, I shall fear no thwacking, for my lute and my banjo they comfort me. Sheep illusions. I've never had much dealings with sheep. Where I'm from, there are gagatis, gars, and other scaly beings. Ever worn netch leather? Give me wool every day. Zendria. I've been in worse places. Yes, it is a ruin, and in a state of decay, but at least there's no ash in the air, or no mabragash around here. Even those Daedric guards less threatening than them. How can I help? No, you're too scary. Scared? Either way, not interested. You're approaching the ruins of Zendria. Disciples of the moment, fools on an errand quest to attain immortality through their creations, doomed to fail. Sheep illusions. What exactly are sheep? Some kind of rabbits? No, I think those were shmerp. Mundane animals are confusing. Zendria. Zendria is the name of this room. What did you expect? A history lesson? I can't give you any. It's my first assignment at this location. Yeah, I could use my own spell, I guess. Two sleeps are asleep. Plus my spell has, yeah, it has 20 feet radius. Don't think the other one has radius. Disciples of the moment. There are moments that have to be cherished, like when a guts of your motive explode. Sheep illusions. They're cute. I can imagine feeding them to letifer orca plants, or cut out their intestines and strangle them together. Zendria. This cave doesn't come even close in reaching its potential. All those thorns and hooks, yet no blood dripping from it, no crunched bones littering the floor. It has no flair. So each person has 3 different responses for Zendria, depending on which cell they are in. If they're outside, if they're in the dementia quarters, or if they're in the mania quarters. That's why it was caught talking about a cave. 7th sheep, not so lucky. Yeah. Like there was one hiding somewhere. And all sheep have left the building. Time to report my success to Manasai. What were you thinking? Those are my sheep illusions. Those demented were bad enough when they had enough sleep, which they hardly achieved with sheep, and now, and not at all without. Hey, you're away while the rest of us have to live with their mood. Don't cross me like this again. It was a pretty complicated spell, nothing I can just shake out of my sleeve. Oh well. Don't threaten me. The sheep were gone. Finally, those little critters were really getting annoying. How can anyone find sleep when such symbols of lies are around, as if the world would be an idyllic place where such creatures could survive? Their meat and wool, nothing else, cattle to be locked away, not happily walking through our quarters. Finally, I'll be able to work again. Thank you. Have some ham. And now let's only hope that Doloran doesn't try to eat all illusion residues. Bosmer. How can I help? I know I've seen it. Yeah, so seems like they keep losing stuff. She gave me 5 ham. I think he was walking out and he goes over here. So once you've done one quest, go ahead and talk to both of the people on your side. So Tholoran, now he might have something. How can I help? You want to help? Now that the sheep are gone, I remember why I was upset. I've got a little pet plant which produces some nice ingredients for colors if fed right. Unfortunately, one of those stupid other people around here pushed it over the edge, and it's now at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, my little plant will survive down there, but I can't get any colors that way. So you want to help? Fine. Dive down around Zendria. Find my pet plant. Bring me the lovely soup it created out of the little puppies I gave her. Doloran's pet plant. Oh, she's so cute, my big hungry friend. And she's useful too, turning useless critters into something useful, in a beautiful way. Oh, I love her. Zendria. This place lacks some good decoration. Like old bodies and remains of slain heroes. What's a true ruin without a graveyard for those lucky to be taken away? What a disgrace. So yeah, that's his line for the outside of the ruin. Tholoran's pet plant. I've seen plant and planter in question at the other entrance of Zendria. However, it's not my task to take care of it or check its well-being. Tholoran's pet plant. All this mess is Tholoran's fault. I've said to him time and time again he should bring his plant inside Zendria's walls, but no, outside it can catch more annoying brats. No, it can catch fish. Don't know if anyone's pushed it over the edge. Now it can, but really the next storm would have done so. Tholoran's pet plant. I don't mind Tholoran's obsessions. If plants make him happy, so be it. Luckily, it doesn't fit into our quarters, so it will stay outside. Good. Plants like this begin to reek if they have been fed some big prey. Too bad I don't have a smell spell. Smell detection. Barnard Lalalepri. Horrible creature. Good that it's disappeared. Feeding all those small kittens to it was such a crime. Now it can feed the fish instead. she went up. Yeah, she's up there. Golden Saint, you're approaching the ruins of Zendria. Doloran's pet plant. I am not going to die for it. If you do, know that some withering moons grew beside it, giving some sickly green light. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Contents. Oh. Yeah. Audrey. I've acquired the fleshy soup from the plants. Ick. I'm gonna die. Okay. There we go. Doloran's pet plant. Don't be afraid of it. Remember, it's just a flower. How can I help? Oh no, it may be really active, but I'm no sick pervert like the kind of people you're usually hanging around with. Here is your fleshy soup. Ah, lovely. Then I can begin preparing the necessary colors for my next painting project. Ah, it'll be revolutionary. Thanks for your help. Maybe someday I'll even get my poor plant back into the air again. How can I help? It will be bloody fantastic. What will? How can I help? Is it time yet? Is it ready? And? No, it's not ready yet. Come back soon. So, I think, let's see. How can I help? Nope. So after you help them out a few times, there's like a waiting period where something's happening. I think they're opening a gallery or something. So you have to wait a few days, and by then the opposite side, the mania or dementia side, have forgiven you for working for the other one. They've cooled down, so then you could go and work for them. But I think there's a main quest in between. So for now we'll go over to our Nord while we're waiting.